Online dating tips. Trying online dating for the first time might seem like wading through a sea of strangers. It can be disheartening when you don't meet someone you click with right away. However, you should have faith in the process since it is not rare for committed couples in the modern world to meet online. This means you shouldn't be reluctant to test it out and see what happens. Whether you're new to the idea of online dating or just looking for a few ideas to assist you along the road, there are a few things you should keep in mind when it comes to online dating, including the following. Find out exactly what it is you want. The best results from online dating may be achieved when one enters the process with a clear objective in mind. Do you want a meaningful, committed relationship with someone? Do casual sex encounters and hookups pique your curiosity more? Or maybe you simply want to meet people with interesting stories to tell. Clearly define what it is you want to accomplish. It might be helpful to sit down ahead of time and make some notes on the characteristics of the ideal partner and the kind of relationship you're hoping to find. By using this method, you may give each individual profile a thorough read before selecting whether to swipe right or to connect or left to pass, like Tinder. Don't waste your time with people who aren't interested in a serious commitment. Make sure your online profile conveys the best version of who you are and what you are searching for in a partner. Consider everything very carefully before you post anything on your profile. If you want to have a good time and laugh a lot, then a profile that is both quick and hilarious can be precisely what you need to fulfill your desires. If you are seeking for a more meaningful connection with another person, you might consider writing a lengthier and more thoughtful profile that reflects who you are, what you enjoy to do and think about, and the sort of person you want to allow into your life. If you do this, you will increase your chances of meeting someone you may establish a connection with that is deeper and more significant to you. It is okay for your profile to not resonate with each and every reader. In fact, doing things that way is probably for the best. Photos of your smiling face are preferable, but any photo of you will do. Having a variety of photos of yourself up on your online dating profile increases your chance of getting a match. If you want to establish a strong first impression, you should ensure that your face is clearly seen in the image, and you should avoid using a group shot in which it is difficult to identify yourself. Both of these steps should be taken if you want to make a good first impression. People are more inclined to warm up to you in photos when you're smiling, since it conveys an idea of warmth and enjoyment. Whenever feasible, it's a good idea to incorporate images that reflect your character. Include a photo of yourself smiling, having fun in the great outdoors, or unwinding on a Friday night in your pajamas with a pint of ice cream. If that's more your style, you should choose current photos that accurately depict the world as it is now. Don't be shy about sliding into DMs if you have any inquiries or feedback. While utilizing the service for the first time, some people may feel too hesitant to reach out and communicate with other users. It's difficult to meet new people at an event if you don't take part in it yourself. Sending a person a message is like beginning a conversation with a person sitting next to you at a cafe. It doesn't necessarily signal you're interested in dating them. The reason for this is because it is not always obvious if the sender of a message is interested in establishing a romantic connection with the receiver. So, talk to anyone you are interested in. And don't forget to reply to messages that mention you or come from those that intrigue you. Develop an attention grabbing opening statement. Instead of just saying hi or hey, what's up when you meet a new acquaintance, consider coming up with something more imaginative. Add some intrigue. Make a comment on anything they've said or a photo they've uploaded. Or, even better, ask a question that relates to anything you read in their profile to demonstrate that you've read it entirely. In addition, you might ask questions about the traditions that are practiced in the area, upcoming festivals, the unpredictability of the epidemic, or anything else that would be of interest to the group as a whole. Spending your time on people who aren't interested in you is a waste of your time. Ignore them completely if they don't respond to the first few texts you send them. Either they haven't checked the app yet and will when they log back on, or they have checked the app and aren't interested in what you have to say. Either way, you shouldn't expect them to listen to what you have to say. Respect their privacy and patience, and accept the possibility that they may decline your request. Just move on. This online sea is brimming with prospective lovemates waiting to be discovered. Make it a point to avoid taking in more than you are capable of consuming. The inability to say no to others might keep one mired in relationships with many individuals one has mixed sentiments with. Because they are unable to turn down requests, they find themselves in a situation where they are compelled to agree to everything that is offered to them because they have no other option. Because of the potential for this to lead to dating app fatigue, that feeling you're wasting time and energy on the process because you're talking to a million people at once but not really connecting with any of them, this is not beneficial. That is when you really start to feel like all your time and energy spent on this procedure is wasted. Maintain your honesty and honor at all times. Encourage people to learn more about you. Engage in deep dialogue with other people, learning about the particulars of their life by asking them and sharing their own experiences. Authenticity and bravery go a long way toward forging lasting connections with other people. Include in your conversation what you want to gain from dating, as well as the characteristics you hope to find in a partner by discussing your expectations for the future. It's important to be honest, so if someone expresses interest in getting married to you in the next year, you should let them know that you have no plans to get married and do not expect to be married anytime soon. Do not try to deceive someone into a relationship by acting as if you want one yourself. If they have specifically said that they are just interested in a casual connection. If you persist in this way, you will cause more suffering for both you and the other person. Meet together at a time that is most convenient for you. It is possible for two people to get mired in a text dialogue that continues for weeks without ever meeting in person, or to postpone the date until there is an unacceptable amount of pressure placed on it to go well. Another typical situation is one in which a person spends many weeks exchanging regular emails and messages with another person before finally meeting them in person, only to discover that there is no chemistry between them. It's important to note that a first date doesn't have to be a big deal. A simple walk or even a video date might work just as well. Specify the nature of the connection in further detail. It is okay to confront the issue of the nature of the relationship between you and another individual. After the two of you have spent some time getting to know each other via discussions and going on dates together. That does not mean that you are instantly required to make a commitment that is exclusive. All that it means is that you need to have an honest conversation about the reasons why the two of you are spending time together and how each of you sees the relationship growing. All of these might be somewhat unsettling for you, but it will save you from wasting time on something that you see as having the potential to develop into a love connection, even if the other person does not see things the same way you do. So, are you more interested now in trying to meet potential partners online?